Hey folks, welcome to PlayBranson, the show where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. I'm your host Chris Meyer, and today's episode is brought to you by iBranson.com. It's the place where you can find the latest Branson show schedules and attraction information. So be sure to go to iBranson.com. On today's show, we have Wayne Massengale, and it's been a long time since he's been on the show, and he's got something new going on at Wrangler's star-studded Honky Tonk, so we want to check that out. Now, here's the deal. We know it's about Christmas time, and maybe you have a big group of people and you're like, where should I go eat? Well, guess what? You guys need to get the Flavor of Branson dining guide. And it lists literally every restaurant in town by category, and then in the back there's about 20 coupons. You can find this at most hotels around town, or you can check it out at bransonrestaurants.com. So this Christmas season, if you've got a big group and you can't figure it out, check out the Flavor of Branson, and that might help you decide where to eat in town. Now, here's the deal. We're just about ready to celebrate Christmas. The other day I was on an airplane talking to a young man, and he was actually in the United States from Japan, and he was doing some flight training in the United States. Now, in our conversation, he did not realize why we celebrate Christmas. And the reason we celebrate Christmas is the birth of Jesus. It's the greatest gift God has ever given us. He sent his son Jesus here to ultimately pay our penalty for sin. So as you give gifts this Christmas, remember the ultimate gift that God gave to us. Jesus is the real reason for the season. We'll be right back with Wayne on PlayBranson.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson, and on today's show, I have the one and only Wayne Massengale.
Hello, everybody.
So, Wayne, it's good to have you back on the show. It's been a while.
It's been a little while. Yes, It has. Glad to be back. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so you've got something new and exciting going on, and it's this Wrangler's star-studded Honky Tonk.
Yes.
And we're going to talk all about that. But maybe there's someone that has never seen you before. They don't know who Wayne Massengale is. And so let's give them your history, because it's a pretty awesome history.
Well, I actually grew up in Harrison, Arkansas, just down the road. So I grew up playing music, and about 1981, I got the opportunity to do kind of as a child performer for my first job at the old Owens Theater downtown Branson. Mm-hmm. And it was a show called Fiddlin' Jake's, and it lasted a few months, and then through the 80s, I got a chance to play at the Hee Haw Theater, which is now where the Mickey Gilley Shanghai Acrobats of China, that mm-hmm. theater right there, and then Roy Clark Theater, and I played fiddle contest. But when I graduated school in 1987, I went to work for the Plummer family, one of the third founding shows in this town, mm-hmm. and I worked for Darrell Plummer for, I guess, 2.5 years. And I got a big break right after that. I got a chance to play with Roy Clark, and I got to play Hee Haw and the Grand Ole Opry. And
you went all over the country.
It was all over the country. Got to tour with him, and it was just one of the most exciting experiences. And then there was a show that came to town from Las Vegas called Country Tonight.
Yes.
And that's where I got a chance to work with Clay Cooper, R.P. Harrell, Johnny Lone Star, and there was some great child acts at that time, mm-hmm. like Kimberly Caldwell, who went on to have success on American Idol, and so many different other folks, and had a great 10-year run with Country Tonight. And then after Country Tonight, I'd been at Grand Country for the last 18 years, and I just left Grand Country to officially start our very own thing with my family and a group called Wrangler's Star-Studded Honky Tonk here in Branson.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go way back because you skipped over something.
Oh, I did.
Back in the day in Arkansas, well, when you lived in Arkansas, didn't you win some fiddle championships, some state fiddle championships?
Yes, actually, that was kind of during the middle 80s. I wasn't playing Branson, and I kind of went on this fiddle circuit. I was playing a lot of fiddle contests, and I won the Arkansas State fiddle contest when I was 17. Before that, like in the bluegrass field, I got awarded Most Promising Fiddle Player 16 and under by the Spigma Bluegrass Awards. So that was a great, what I can say about fiddle contests, they are great learning tools. It's like the Olympics. You get everything worked up for your big moment to do your song. And it really is a great tool for practice and moving you on up to the next level.
Yeah, so when you were young, were you thinking at that point in time, like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I want to be in this career?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking at, like, well, what if I might be a truck driver or go to college. I didn't even have any want to do anything other than music.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted to do, and I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that I've got a chance to continue to play up to this point in my life.
Yeah. And so you must have worked really hard at a young age to get that good.
I did have to work really hard. One of the things people ask, what was your influence? Well, my parents brought me up here, and I got to see a show because I really wasn't interested. Just doing fiddle lessons and not having anything to shoot for. If you get to take lessons and then enter a talent contest, I think I entered the Presley's talent contest. They had talent contests before Branson went year-round. So they'd kind of look for ways to keep people's interest, because most of the shows shut down in the end of October, and then the shows would go on the road through the winter months and promote Branson, which that's something that don't happen anymore. And Branson slowly, not slowly, it's becoming a year-round thing. But I got to see a show up here, and my teacher was Wayne Gord, and he had other fiddle students, and two of them was working up here. So to see where they were, where we took lessons, and then going and seeing them on a stage, so that sort of lit the fire for me, and I was ready. You were
ready to go.
Yeah, well, through the first 3 or 4 years of playing, I went A to B. But after I seen a show and decided this is what I want to do, I went from A to B to A to Z. I was like, all of a sudden, things clicked. I was ready to play.
And how old were you when you started playing with Roy Clark?
I was 20.
20.
Yeah, just at the bare end of it there. I started with him in August of '89, and I turned 21.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yes, I was lucky. I was in the middle of actually looking for a job, but to be with your childhood hero and talking about intimidating, let's see how you play. And it wasn't one of those, we'll get back with you in a couple of weeks. I auditioned that day, and there was other fiddle players that auditioned, and then they just come back, and I'll never forget Rodney Lay sticking out his hand and say, "Welcome aboard."
Wow.
And I was like, really? But I was, after I got over the shock factor, it was one of the funnest times of my life.
Did you play with any other big country stars for even a little bit of time? Because I feel like there's someone else out there that you played with, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I've done a lot of different shows for folks. Like they'd call me out, hire me out, from Tanya Tucker, Wade Hayes. I have sat in and played with so many different others. I've drawn a blank right now, but getting to work, one of the things that I was honored to do here just a few weeks ago was to be part of the Hall of Fame. The National Fiddlers Hall of Fame was held, and Shoji was inducted into that a couple of years ago. but I had two friends that went in. One, Jimmy Mattingly, Garth Brooks fiddle player, and Rob Hajakis, who did all the session, anything you heard fiddle-wise from late 80s to up to Shania Twain, it was him. And then the late Hoot Hester, who was part of all the Nashville television shows and stuff, staff fiddle player, is a great class that went in. And I was invited to play fiddle. And Garth and Tricia was both there, and got the opportunity to hang out with them. And I will have to honestly say, of all the stars, I've never met a more genuine, nicer person than Garth, and the time he had, and how he was just a gentleman with my boys, Garrett and Dylan.
What a unique opportunity.
It was,
That's awesome.
We just had a blast, and got a chance to play music with some of the best, especially a gentleman by the name of Timmy Crouch that was there.
Yeah.
He just amazing.
Well, folks, I hopefully you've caught a glimpse of how good Wayne is and all the stuff he's done, because you're not going to get this all on stage. You're not. And so that's why I like this show, is because people get to learn more about your history. Right. So we're going to stop right here. We're going to come back and we're going to hear all the great info about Wrangler's star-studded Honky Tonk. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Going to Branson for some relaxation and fun? You've got to stay with Branson's award-winning hotel family, Meer Hotels. Meer Hotels features 5 hotels in Branson with the best locations for your trip. Choose from brands you know and trust, like the Holiday Inn Express on Green Mountain Drive, the Best Western Music Capital Inn, the Best Western Centerpoint Inn, Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills, and the Comfort Inn and Suites. Enjoy refreshing indoor pools and hot tubs. Do you like free? How about a free hot breakfast each morning? Free vacation planning services, and of course, smiles are always free. Want even more value? Go to MeyerHospitality.com and join our e-club to save 15% off your next stay, and check out incredible deals with our vacation packages. Call 1-877-FUN-STAY to book Branson's award-winning hotels, or visit MeyerHospitality.com. It's your safe choice for award-winning lodging in Branson. MeyerHospitality.com. Hey folks, welcome back to the show. I'm here with Wayne Massengale, and we are talking about something new, this Wrangler star-studded Honky Tonk. So tell people, what is Wrangler star-studded Honky Tonk?
Well, folks, it's a dance hall. You know what? If you took urban cowboy and you took a rodeo and mixed it together, you've got what Wrangler's theme is. It's like a Texas honky tonk. And it's a very classy place. It's got a great restaurant in there. Some of the best catfish and barbecue you can get. It's and I love the shrimp. The coconut shrimp's awesome.
A lot of different shrimp recipes there, I think. I saw it on the menu when I was looking the other day. I was like,
I never got past coconut shrimp. I had that and I'm done. Yeah, they have a lot of different stuff there. We have a great dance floor, the only wood dance floor that is in Branson right now, and one of the nicest that's in Southwest Missouri. We brought it back. Originally this place was a Wildwood Flower. Before that, the Little Bavarian. Then it went to Wildwood Flower. After that, Shake It Up Days. And I'm throwing these names out because people that's been around this area or have come to Branson in years past will probably remember it by those names. And then over the last few years, it's been a little of everything. It's been people trying to put shows and things in the place. But what we did is return it back to what it was originally built to be. Right. And that is a dance hall. And when you say honky tonk, or you're thinking like, is this a rough place? Like you've seen the movie Roadhouse and stuff. No, it's a very classy, nice place. It's got great food. We've got great music in there. It's a full bar. And we're basically in there selling fun and everybody having a great time. We've got line dance lessons that's starting now on Wednesdays from 6:30 to 7:30. And we're getting ready to have concert event series. We're going to have Junior Brown coming in. And then Friday and Saturdays, folks, it's a great way just to kick up your heels and have, most people work hard all week. So,
that's right.
This is a great way to come in, enjoy themselves, have a drink, dance, and blow off some steam.
Yeah.
And we're here to be the band and toast the crowd and have a good time.
So the band is primarily, not completely, but primarily your family.
Yes. My wife, Melody Hart, and she is right now the current female vocalist by Best of Branson, which we're very proud of that. It's voted by the people. She's a female vocalist, and the band's name is the Wranglers All-Star Band, featuring Melody Hart. Our two boys, Dylan Massengale, who you've interviewed with me before, he has been on the Grand Ole Opry last year, as well as Garrett Massengale. He's basically the one we have the band because of him. He's a fabulous drummer, great singer. We also have Dino Strunk on lead guitar, 8-time winner of Guitarist of the Year, and also Texas Steel Guitar Hall of Famer Robbie Springfield. So we have a full band. We have twin fiddles. Most people, when they go up and they think, oh, well, they got music in there. No, this isn't a DJ. No, this isn't someone with a little old Apple computer. It's live music hitting you in the face, country music, and we'll play the classic country, we'll play 80s and 90s country, up to modern day country, even southern rock by late night if you're really wanting to let your hair down.
Yeah, so somebody can come here and they can have a meal, and then, when it opens, like you're not starting right when it opens, you're going a little later in the evening, right?
Yes, the band starts at 8 p.m. Dining room right now, we're starting on the winter hours at 5 o'clock is when the dining room opens. And then we'll start a cover charge, and things change depending on whenever this airs. 7 o'clock we have a cover charge for people to come in. You can have dinner, listen to great music, dance, and party up till possibly midnight, depending on how long people want to stay.
Okay, so folks, it's not a theater show. It's different. No. But you're still going to have a great time. You're going to see great entertainers, people that are well seasoned in this business, that know their stuff, like you do. And
43 years of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of prompted you to do this?
I was ready for change. I wanted to. I'd heard people for years where I worked at, people saying, "Why isn't there some place to go after a show?" This is Branson, Missouri, what was once known as the live country music or live show capital of the world, or it can still be dubbed that. Branson is a great town. It is a great place. There ain't no place like it in the world. But people didn't have any, they was wondering, where can you go afterwards? Is this it? And I was like, well, Applebee's, you can go. And no, we want to go. And I was like, okay. I'd heard that, and it's like I wanted to do something. So you saw a need based on what people are asking you.
Yes. But you'd also played for a long time at Grand Country, had a long run there, but you're like, I'm ready to do something new.
Well, I wanted to do something with my family. We go out and do road shows, and people saying, why didn't you go the show route? Why didn't you? It's just something that. It felt right. And I met this gentleman named Jim Hewson and his wife, Teresa. He's from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and he's been in the restaurant business. He has fabulous restaurants down there. You've probably seen it, called Doe's Eat Place. It's on Dixon Street there by the university, and they have another one in Bentonville. But I'd got in touch with him through a mutual friend, and we have so much of the same interest. We like lots of the same music. It's just one of those things. It happened.
It just all fit.
It happened.
It all fit.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, if people ever saw you at Grand Country, I would always just call you the crazy one. You're a little crazy.
I thought I was about normal, and maybe no.
I mean, you were exciting on stage. Like you had a lot of energy. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
Yeah. I was known as the long-haired guy that looked like he's half crazy, needed a little help walking across the street, but it kept it interesting. It's like an Evel Knievel jump. Whether he makes it or not, it's going to be exciting.
Now,
so
I have to tell you this, is I wish I had your hair. I really do. I don't have much hair left, but if I could have a hairstyle, it would be your hair.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. No, I'm dead serious.
Well, okay.
No.
You know what? I had it cut off for the longest time, and I grew it back out when I started at Grand Country. I don't know why, but I've kind of kept it the same way for about the last 17, 18 years, and it just kind of become the identity thing.
Yeah.
And I've just...
I had hair like that when I was in college. And it was awesome. and then I had to get what I call the real job. Yeah. And I had to cut it.
That's
and now
my problem.
Now I don't think I could even grow it. So
I don't want a real job. I just I want people to kind of look at him like, well, I know he don't really maybe sell insurance, or he's people identify you're a musician. It's like, I guess everybody has their own look,
Yeah, and it's good. So just know I have hair envy. There you go.
All right, windblown hair envy.
Hey folks, you've been watching PlayBranson with Wayne Massengale. We'll be back in just a second to wrap the show up.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson. I just want to say thank you for watching PlayBranson this year. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Our guest this week was Wayne Massengale over at Wrangler's star-studded Honky Tonk. And that's located on Highway 165 right next to the Branson Famous Theater. It's located at 625 State Highway 165. Now, they're open Wednesday through Saturday, 4 to midnight. Double check those times, but that's what I've been told. And so, folks, there's still time to get to Branson for an Ozark Mountain Christmas. And you can go over to Star-Studded Honky Tonk, Wrangler Star-Studded Honky Tonk, and have a good time over there with some dancing, some great food. But be sure to talk to the folks at iBranson.com or call them at 1-877 to plan your vacation. And it's not too late. There's still time to get here before the end of the season. And quite frankly, right after Christmas is a big time to come as well. Once again, you can find us on PlayBranson on Facebook, on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then you'll never miss us. And the other thing that's coming up, and I've mentioned this on previous episodes, but New Year's Eve, there are a bunch of shows going on in town. And let me tell you what some of those are. We've got Clay Good's Jamboree. That's Clay Cooper and the Haygoods together. We've got the Hamners New Year's Eve Fiesta Party. We have Legends in Concert New Year's Eve celebration. $1 Million Quartet will be performing that evening. Reza, the Showboat Branson Bell, Anthems of Rock, the Amazing Acrobats of Shanghai, and the Americana New Year's Eve show. Now, there's also lots of shows going on that day as well throughout the afternoon and morning, but I didn't list all those. So you can make the whole day worth shows if you want. At the end, music is always better live. So go see some live music this week, and thanks for watching PlayBranson.